Dieu, mon Dieu, mon Dieu, laissez-le-moi encore un peu, mon amoureux. Un jour, 2 jours, 8 jours, laissez-le-moi encore un peu à moi. Le temps de s'adorer, de se le dire, le temps de se fabriquer des souvenirs.
Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome to my humble quarters. As you've been previously told, there's a reason you're all here. In the past year, each one of us has wronged one another in some way, and we're here to fix that.
Now, hold on, man. If this is gonna be another one of those nights, you can count me out.
Relax, Major. Come on, let him finish.
As I was saying, we're here to clear that stuff up.
This is exactly why you pissed me off. All this bullshit needs to stop.
Hey, listen, man, you walk out that door, you lose a friend. Sit back down. This isn't gonna be some petty talk where we all sit around and shit our brains out. We're gonna play some poker, drink some beer, and have a good time. Sam.
It just never seems to be ever a good time with you, Ivan. Because whenever we talk, you always have to be right.
That's probably why you invited us in the first place.
Yeah, to be in charge.
Hey, if you give me dumbass ideas to spend the night, I'm gonna shoot them down. Now, poker, it's a man's game.
You're not in charge. If you were, we'd all have our tongues cut out.
Now hold on. Ivan's got our backs though.
Yeah, like that one time when he used my back during that water gun fight.
We were 10!
They do say that's when your mind develops most. Alright, we'll stop giving you a smack one. Deal with it, Sam.
Wymo is the one doing all the work.
Because you don't do anything else.
Hold on. This kid's got a point. Every time we're doing something, he's always doing all the work. Like, remember that time when we skipped school to go to the beach?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, remember how we made him call the school as each one of our parents explained why we were out?
Yeah, sure. And then no one wanted to call pretending to be one of my parents. It's not funny.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Hey, but if it weren't for that, you never would have met your girl.
Well, that stung.
Oh. Dude, really?
Whatever. Sorry.
What happened?
Just forget it. Forget it.
Tell us what happened, man.
Forget it. Drop it. It's done.
Oh, dude. Relax. What's that all about?
I said drop it, so drop it.
Listen, man, we're all in this together. It's not healthy for you to hold him like that.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously have something to say about it.
She just told me. Forget it. Forget it.
Told you what?
We got into an argument over some dumbass shit, and she said some dumbass shit.
Whatever it is, just tell
She
us.
told me, ever since your father died, you've been an emotional little bitch.
She really said that?
What a cow.
It's like when you lose the one thing in your life that connects you to your past. The one person. The one person that's left. I had one person my whole fucking life. One guy that did everything. The person who literally kept me sane. When that person, when he just disappeared like that, my dreams disappeared with him.
Hey man, it's normal. We all go through that.
It isn't normal. You don't get it. His last words to me were, "See you in 5." When a person who has never lied to you ever says something like that, you believe him. And when you find him in the stairwell with a syringe in his arm, it's like everything he ever did or said disappeared, just like that.
So, I guess I'll deal the cards.
You're such a dick.
Hey, I'm only trying to lighten the mood. Listen, man, I'm sorry, and if there's anything I could do to help, just let me know.
Just steal the cards and shut up.
Real mature.
Just shut up and deal the cards.
You guys can laugh all you want, but I seem to be the only one with anything to say.
No. It's just that you're not afraid to say something stupid.
Oh yeah, and who got us out of that fight last week?
It's only because you're good at lying.
And that line saved our asses.
Telling people that we met at AIDS counseling isn't cool.
Yeah, but did it get us out of that fight?
He's got a point though.
He still gets us in trouble way more than he gets us out of it, though.
I'm sitting right here.
Fine. You always have these insane ideas, and best case scenario, they always end with the horrible hangover.
You're exaggerating.
Am I? In the past year, we got arrested 5 times. 5 fucking times. And all for dumbass things.
Relax, it's not a big deal.
How is this not a big deal? You do all this shit to show off and drag us with you.
It's for a good time.
For a good time? Well, my idea of a good time must be completely different from yours, Ivan, because I don't like spending my nights in a jail cell for stealing a 35-year-old bottle of scotch.
To be fair, that was your idea.
Yeah, but he convinced me that he already paid for it.
I don't need to take this shit. I never made you do anything.
You lured me to.
Everything you ever did, you did because you wanted to. Your mom even told
My mom thinks you're a good influence on me.
She only trusts you when you're with me.
Because she fucking hates my guts. Every time you came in, she'd praise you as if you were the son that she never had.
That's my fault.
Yeah, because you're fake. You pretend to be the sweetheart, and you change who you want to be whenever you want.
Fuck you.
Fuck me?
Yeah, fuck you and this friendship. Did you ever take a moment to think why I do what I do? You think I like lying all the time? You think it makes me feel good? You see one face, others see another. Maybe because I don't know what damn face is my face. Maybe I've been cheated so many times in life that I'm done with that shit. I'm not gonna be hurt anymore, it's not happening.
Bro, if you were a nicer guy too.
So you want a nice guy. A little fruit ball with who everyone does whatever they want. You can't be respected that way. As a matter of fact, you can't be respected anyway. It's all fake. We just show people what they want to see. It doesn't make me happy, trust me. I hate it so much it makes me sick, but I can't change it. This isn't living, it's surviving.
I gotta go take a leak.
Can I ask you something?
What?
Why don't you just ignore others?
What do you mean?
You know, ignore them. And not preoccupying yourself with what others are thinking or saying.
I would like to do nothing more, but it's not that easy. See, when you spend all your time with these people, you can't just ignore what they say.
Right. But I mean, like, just try not to take what they say personally. You know, like, let it enter one ear and exit the other. You know, they don't matter. It's your life, not theirs.
I can't do that. I'm not like you.
You don't understand what I'm saying.
I think we do.
No, listen. In life, you try to be happy, right?
Right.
You spend all this time trying to achieve that great happiness, right? You buy things, you consume, create, but most of all, you try to be accepted. I mean, that's why we pretend and lie.
I don't think that in any way relates to...
Listen, in any case, we all have the same goal, to be happy. If you learn that, you realize that nothing's personal. If someone trips you, it's because that they think by doing so, they're getting some joy out of it.
What about murder?
What about it?
It's a scary thought, isn't it? How someone so delusional can take another's life just to be happy. I mean, according to you, that's acceptable.
And it may be acceptable, but it's not necessarily good.
You can't possibly consider murder acceptable.
Did you know that hell is divided into a few categories? These circles are there for those who go to hell. The crimes they commit have different weight. The outer circle is the least bad one, so to speak, and that's where you'd go if you did some dumbass little thing. And guess what? After like 11 more layers, there's a circle in the center. The worst possible area of hell that you can be sent to. And can anyone guess who goes there? Know that? Well, it's those who commit suicide.
The fuck, man?
What? All I'm trying to say is that when you murder, you still have time to live.
That's idiotic.
While you live, your conscience still has enough time to get the best of you, as opposed to when you kill yourself, you're dead, so there's no time for that to happen.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but shouldn't you have the right to take your own life away?
Yeah, but think for a second. You didn't give yourself life.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. I mean, you can't take away what's not yours.
So you're telling me that all this shit I put up with every day is pointless? I have no power here at all. I can't even take my life away.
Someone just steal the damn cards.
You know what? I think that's crazy.
It is. That's why I don't get why you spend so much time fucking up and then trying to apologize and fix it later.
But hey, it's better to apologize than to ignore it.
Yeah? And what for, bro? Put aside not being in control of your own life, but apologies don't fix things. You can't really think that one word holds so much power it causes you to forgive a person.
I mean, in a way, I do. It's not the word, rather the gesture.
The gesture? You know, the same principle that I mentioned earlier applies. It's like murder. You can't just kill someone and then apologize. The reason why murderers aren't placed in the worst circle of hell is because they have time to feel shitty about it. The same thing happens with doing bad things.
How is it at all the same?
Because, well, if you apologize, you feel as if it's over. Done. Finito. If you live with it, every goddamn day you're gonna feel shitty as hell. It's gonna eat you alive. Until you finally forget about it, which means that you've lived through your punishment.
So is that what you did? Live your punishment?
What are you talking about?
You don't remember, do you? That party we went to? Those two were off with some girls and obviously you decide to get pissed drunk. The cops show up. They start pinning kids to the floor. I take you, I swing you over my back, I carry you out the back door. You're heavy, but that's why I'm there, right?
Come on, man, don't do this.
No, I want to know. Did you just live with it? Did you just forget about how I twisted my ankle? How a cop pulled up? How you ran away while I got arrested? How you made a miraculous recovery? You just live with it, huh?
Of course I didn't forget, man. And I'm fucking sorry for that. I was just wasted and I didn't even know where I was.
Oh, but you knew how to get home. It's not what happened, it's how it happened. I can't count on you, you prick.
I can't always pull you out of crap, man.
So how come we always got your back, huh? How come when you fuck up, we got you? Tell me that.
Relax, man. Come on. Just relax. This happened a year ago.
And it happened for a reason.
Why the hell would you say that?
I'm just saying everything happens for a reason.
Don't take his side.
I'm not taking anyone's side. Listen, what he did that day was fucked up. But guess what? People are gonna do that kind of stuff. You gotta think of it like this. What did you learn that day?
That he's a prick?
Exactly.
Dude.
I mean, now you know not to help him out unless he's really asking for it.
Wasn't planning on it.
Then don't. I can look after myself.
Go ahead, you're doing a damn good job already.
Alright, so I'm gonna treat this two first.
That's how it is.
Red sun going down way over dirty town. Stars there sweeping around in crazy shows. Yes, and a girl is there, high heeling out across the square. The wind it blows around in her hair, and the flags upon the pole. Waiting in the crowd to cross at the light. She looks around to find a face she can hide. Church bell clinging on.
Just tell us the idea.
So I am who I am. To me, everything that I hear, see, or witness has an influence, right? Well, these things happen, so I will be influenced by them. Everything that happens is like a play put together for me. Everyone knows who I am, everyone knows what I think or do. This universe is set up for me. I'm the character for who this is all played out.
Dude, you're sick.
Let him finish.
It's not just me. Each person has their own universe where they're the person who the show is put up for. Think about it. You were born as yourself, right? You live your life influenced by anything and everything you encounter. It's almost as though someone knows exactly what you're going to do or how you're going to react. The only way to break through that is to surprise, to think as no one would expect you to think, to do as no one would expect you to do.
I mean, I can't say I haven't thought about that myself.
I think it's a really messed up way of thinking, to be honest. I mean, it could get really dangerous. Moral values for one would disappear.
I mean, they wouldn't disappear, you just wouldn't think much of others. Perhaps you gain more self-respect.
Now, let's bring back the idea of murder.
What's good with you and murder?
Well, if I thought like you, Ivan, I wouldn't care much if I killed someone. I'd think, hey, it's fine. That was meant to happen to teach me something.
Now you're going to the extreme that Candide went to.
Can somebody please explain who Candide is?
He was an author that Voltaire wrote a book about during the Enlightenment that satirized the reasoning French monarchs would give to excuse their behaviors and actions. For example, if their people had no bread to eat, the monarchs would say that this is meant to happen so that they would have enough gold to build churches.
If anybody's advocating that thought process, it's you, Ivan.
Not at all. All I'm saying is wondering if everything revolves around you could be healthy. Makes you really question why we care so much about others. I do believe that everything has a reason for happening.
But you just said...
Not in the satirical way, but I do think that everything I encounter will in some way influence me greatly. It may not happen right away, it may happen right now, but it will cause me to act a certain way.
You know, that's why I'm not afraid of death. I mean, like we all have that day that we're all due, but it's inevitable.
Yeah, I completely agree on that topic. I mean, I've witnessed a man find himself in the middle of a car collision and pull out without a scratch. Some thought he cheated death itself, but to me, he just proved that it's nearly impossible to end your life before the time.
Except for suicide.
I mean, that's hard too in a way. You know, holding your gun to your head is one thing, but pulling the trigger is a completely different story.
Well, I can't say I've never thought about it.
Whoa.
Dude, where is this coming from?
I'm not happy, guys.
But you're always the happiest one here.
You only think I am. I mean, I have nothing. I'm fucking confused, man. I can't even hold on to a girl because I find so many faults and errors in her. Even a simple thing like walking down the street pisses me off. When I see every single guy smiling going to work, it gets me angry. And I mean really angry. I could almost picture myself beating the hell out of each and every one person as I see walking down that single file with those same exact fucking suitcases. All of this shit is fake. To a bird, it probably looks hilarious. All these people down below, walking a certain way, dressed a certain way, all walking on a sidewalk created for that exact reason, for people to walk on it. It pisses me off to see these people spending so much time and energy for their careers with only one desire, and that is to feel accomplished. They throw away loved ones in exchange for a newer phone, bigger house, or a second car. It's so messed up. This world we live in is so backwards.
Now you sound like one of those lowlifes who hates everything about the world, especially yourself. It's good.
I do hate myself. But as long as I live, I will never be a lowlife. I look around and notice only two groups of people. Those who think success is key, and those who are so far away from that, they spend their nights in shitty clubs strumming their guitar strings to get food and money. There's no middle. There are no people who want to live to love but are sane enough to realize that you need money to survive. This environment encourages the opposite.
But it's not all that bad. There are people who think like that. I think like that. We all do.
Yes, but you don't act like that. I don't even act like that. And I really hate myself for it. Apart from that, people are assholes. Their irrational behavior is sickening. All they need is one small thing to happen for them to get angry or throw you away. They see friends as material so easily recyclable. They don't realize that people make mistakes. They fuck up. When I fuck up, you all make fun of me. You call me a dick.
You are a dick.
But you understand that mistakes happen. Others don't. I keep waiting and waiting for something to happen, but it doesn't. I either wait for the right girl or the right place, and neither seems to come. I can't do this anymore. The world's wisdom seems to be infinite, but I stopped seeing it. Like a clock, it keeps ticking past me, hitting the hour marks with reason. I don't have that. I don't have a reason or a cause.
Shut up. Shut up and listen.
Let me read you something.
Why the fuck do you have a gun?
Let me read this. My whole life, I've wondered why I am who I am. I question if the world revolves around me or if I'm simply egocentric. At one point, I decided I was different. I thought differently, spoke differently, and believed in different things. I was a lone number waiting for my decimals. Just as they came, they left me. Or should I say, I left them. Through my simple way of desiring to change it all and help the world, I destroyed the last hope. As I could not bear the thought of staying alone, I lost something I loved. But when will I learn? The world does not work like that. People simply try to please themselves. There are no friends in this world. There's no love. Once there used to be all this. Once. Gotta go do something.